On this episode of The New Gold Rush, meet Ian Farrar, world-class nutritionist, gold and silver medalist, and globally recognized biohacker.
Listen, I'm going to be 57 years old this year, and I've invested a great deal of time in my overall health. I think everyone should take care of their health because if you don't have your health, where are you going to live? My story is one of an athletic beginning. I was a hockey player in 1980. My parents took me to the 1980 Olympics in Lake Placid. I grew up in Westchester County, which is outside of New York City. And when we went to the Olympics in Lake Placid, I was inspired to play ice hockey because I saw one of the games, not the Miracle on Ice, but one of the games, which inspired me to play hockey, which was a 7-year love affair until I had to make the shift from hockey into competitive cycling. In competitive cycling, I've earned a gold medal and 2 silver medals in masters. And it's been a true labor of love over all these years. And it's really transcended my entrepreneurial career because it's all about the mindset.
Well, the first challenge that I experienced was as a younger athlete when I had the opportunity to do performance enhancing drugs and I decided to go natural, pretty much putting me out of bigger and better opportunities. And it was that challenge that opened up a whole new world to me in the health and wellness space. What was going through my mind was my reputation and the long-term implications to my health, because there are a lot of people that have done performance enhancing substances, which has led to a lot of detriment to their health. So I thought really, really hard about those decisions because decisions shape your life. And I'm very happy for the decisions that I made. So at 21, 22, 23, I started to really educate myself on how this amazing body functions. I was 25 years when I woke up to my body's potential. As a, top athlete, I had the choice to enhance my performance illegally, and I decided not to do that. I started to explore macrobiotics. I started to explore living foods, raw foods, and superfoods. And I started to understand that the body really responds well to a lot of the things that planet Earth provides.
So I began my entrepreneurial journey back in 1995. Okay, in 1995, I was a full-time athlete, and I just wanted time to train and not have to do odd jobs. So I invested in myself. I found the industry that I've been in for the past 30 years back then.
Back in the day when I was living in New York City, I wanted to become a successful entrepreneur. And I knew that I could find mentors, but I found them in books. So I used to go to the Union Square Barnes and Noble in New York City in the mid 90s. And I used to read all of the books, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, and several, industry books of titans of entrepreneurship. That investment of time, couldn't afford to buy the books. True story. Okay. Actually, used to share with my friend Joel that I'm going to Barnes and Noble to read. He's like, well, why can't you read here? I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't even have a computer, so I couldn't go online. This is pre You've Got Mail. Let's just put it that way. So going to Barnes and Noble and reading all those masterpieces opened up my mind to become the successful entrepreneur that I am today. So this right here, only feed it what's going to propel you in life versus the opposite.
When it comes to some of the success that I've had in the industry, I've had the honor to have my story told in the 4-year career, which is Richard Bliss Brooks' book. One of the books that I read was one of his first books, and this is like 30 years ago. So to have the honor to have my story told in the 4-year career was a blessing.
Sure. Well, my aha moment was actually listening to a family member. It was actually my stepsister, Jennifer, while I was at the refrigerator drinking a carton of milk, only to get very, very bloated because I'm intolerant to lactose. And I actually decided to start listening to her about this path of health and wellness. So it was in my studies from there on to really pursue excellence with my commitment around my lifestyle, which has given me the opportunity to have a very, very healthy body. That was a really, really eye-opening experience to actually be a better listener to someone that's actually looking out for you, because there's a lot of people that give advice, and that's a piece of advice now 33 years later that has tremendously, created a whole new world for me. And I've impacted tens and tens of thousands of people's lives because of my pursuit of excellence with the relationship with food and lifestyle and overall health. And of course, health is wealth. And I've decided to pursue a long career, my 30th year in my career, of optimizing health through the natural way. So it was that first decision and that fork in the road that I decided to go left instead of right. As a human being, we all go through struggles in life. I've had my shares of struggles emotionally, physically, mentally, and I'm sure all of the viewers out there have experienced or currently are experiencing the same thing. I want to let you know right now that if you believe it, you can achieve it with your health goals, with your spirituality goals, with your mental pursuit of excellence, if you're pursuing that area. So we all have these challenges. Challenges could either be an obstacle or an opportunity to improve oneself. And the experience that I've followed is lifestyle. And lifestyle just doesn't encompass what's on your plate. It encompasses what you think, how you interact with your food, your water, and the earth as a whole. Listen, I'm going to give you a very, very simple process of how you could potentiate your days. Okay. Every day is a gift. Okay. Every morning I get up and I say, if it's to be, it's up to me. It's very easy to say, but when you say that, you turn on that frequency of potential. I also recommend that you get adequate sunlight. You put the best food in your body. You put the best quality of water in your body, and you read lots of personal development. I'm a big person on personal development. So it's those three areas, okay? Because what you say to yourself programs your mind for positivity or negativity. So you want to be planting flowers and planting the beautiful things instead of the negatives, which of course grow weeds. So there's very simple health hacks that you can do on a daily basis that will make your life, grow your life in the direction that you want to take it. I did go to university and I graduated with a sociology degree because, as you could see, I'm very social, but it was the art of communication with people that I learned the most about. And I've chosen to pursue the nutritional path, the holistic path, and really help people through my socialization to really elevate their consciousness around their body health. We all have a body perimeter and it should be respected at all times. And unfortunately, people don't respect their body, and then they get a lot of disrespectful diseases, if that makes sense. So it's been my journey, as a health educator, because my certifications in nutrition and all that I've achieved was much later in life, but I've read volumes of how the human body works. Okay. If you go to an electronics store, you get an iPhone, you get anything with an owner's manual. Isn't it interesting that you get an owner's manual for what you purchased at the store, and you do not get an owner's manual for your body? The only owner's manual that you get is from your parents. God bless you, all the parents out there. I'm a parent myself, and I gave my son quite an owner's manual of personal development and how to respect your body and take care of yourself. This is where you live. Okay. Your health is supposedly free, but it's disease that people earn over time because of improper relationships with food. So if you're ready to take your life and your health to the next level, I hope you would consider aligning yourself with some of these core principles that I've shared today, because we all have 24 hours in the day. Okay. We sleep for 8 hours. We function the rest of the hours to the best of our ability. But I've developed over my time in the health and wellness space and personal development, health hacks, mental hacks that you could really take your life to the next level. And this is something that I've done with tens and tens of thousands of people. I know a lot of the challenges that people are experiencing today. The standard American diet has created numerous health challenges that humanity is suffering with. It's been my passion and my purpose for the past 30 years to wake people up to their potential, because we're all potential walking around. And the standard American diet is leading to a lot of loss because of the diseases that are created because of the problem and the toxins and the bad food choices that lead to this disease. Now, at the turn of the century, from the 18th century to the 19th century, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes really didn't exist. There was a major uptick in a lot of these situations, from the 19th century into the 20th century. And now we're in the 21st century, and now 40% increases in the risk of cancer in people in and around my age. Now, for the young people out there, they're getting hit with far more toxins than someone like myself that grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I want to call upon some action here with one's decision making, because decisions shape your life. You could make real poor decisions and you're going to get the really, really bad recreational diseases because of that. Now, a lot of these diseases run in families because of the bad lifestyle choices. So I want to speak to everyone and understand that your decisions truly shape your life for the better or for not so good, if that makes sense. So it's really important that you pay close attention to how you interact with everything around you. That comes to social media, that comes to the interaction with the food that you drink, the water that you eat. So I encourage everyone to make conscious decisions, because they're free to make or not. The people that do not make conscious decisions more often than not accumulate a lot of human dysfunction syndromes. We're all born with this amazing operating system, and most people don't take care of it. So it breaks down, and we get things like heart disease and cancer and diabetes and fibromyalgia and Parkinson's and dementia and Alzheimer's. The list goes on and on and on. So if there was a way for you to feel your best, wouldn't you be open to listening? So I've been a health coach, a biohacker for 30 years, and I'm here to share with you that I've discovered many answers that can enhance your life, that can help you live a quality life instead of falling victim to the standard American diet, human dysfunction syndrome. Right. Everyone has this right to be healthy. And why are so many people unhealthy is because they have bad discipline. So as my coach, Lenny Preheim, taught me many, many years ago, you find your freedom within your discipline. When it comes to lifestyle transformation, it encompasses a mental, physical, and spiritual component. Okay. And I encourage everybody to pull your chair real close, because we could go on the ride of our lives by making that commitment. I help people develop the mental health hacks, the physical health hacks of having a better relationship with your health.
Now, I've been in the space that I've been in for 30 years, and it's been an investment in my personal development. And ultimately, it has to be purpose driven. It has to be passion driven. Okay. I am not doing what I'm doing just to make money. Now, I've made a significant amount of income in my life, but it's backed by passion and purpose. So when you're teaming up with someone, it's very important that their drive, their passion, their purpose aligns with yours. I just want to let people know that I'm a normal guy, but I have a lot of passion and a lot of drive, and I commit long term to the business model. Okay. And when people join me, they join enthusiasm, they enjoy the energy, and they enjoy a great depth of knowledge in the health and wellness space. So I want to attract people that want that lightning bolt of knowledge, because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So if you apply the knowledge to what I teach, more often than not, your success percentages go way higher. If you're looking for a servant leader, if you're looking for someone that's been there, done that, okay, walked on the streets of New York City in the snow, the rain, bad weather, okay, I'm the person that would be ideal to help you take your life, your income to the next level. Okay.
So when people decide to align themselves with me, I will be right there with you in the game. I'll never be in the stands. I'll always be in the game of life with you to help you achieve your dreams and your goals. As I've always said, you got to be in it to win it, because you see people on the stands, you see the cheerleaders on the sideline. that's not who I am. So if you make that decision to get on the field with me, we'll score lots of goals, we'll score lots of touchdowns, because you got to be in it to win it, and decisions shape your life. So if you've decided to make a decision to reach out to me so I can help you take your life to the next level, let's go. Closing, your health is your divine right. If you don't take care of your health, where are you going to live? Okay. It's the vehicle that you're born into. So I want to instill in everyone that your potential walking around, you just have to tap into your potential. And that's what I'm here to help you facilitate.
To work with Ian and receive a free health consultation, just click the links below and stick around for another episode of The New Gold Rush.